Howdy, Northwest Bass Holes coming back to you. And if you guys have missed me, it's because, I had to take a break for a while. Had some stuff going around here that required my undivided attention. But that does not mean that I have given up on Northwest Bass Holes or the fishing tournament. It's all still running. We've had some fantastic people taking care of things for me while I was taking care of what I needed to do. But I'm back and along with that, I had a package that came in today, and it was kind of a late entry to our painters competition that we had going on of the ugly bugs that have been created by Bo Merckle of Samson's Lures. Now, I purchased a large quantity of these ugly bugs, then got them sent out to some of my favorite painters, Jen Cravassi, Lou Roberto, Bo Merckle, David Wyatt, and Davey Starkweather, and Yaakov Lewi has just basically broke into the painting game. I mean, he is a bait maker in his own right, but he does primarily plastics. But he wanted to try his hand at painting some baits, and he's been doing an outstanding job. Prior video showed some of the works that he has done, and let me tell you, his skill and rise in the painting game has been exponential. And I got 12 ugly bugs sent down to him because he wanted to get in on this. And I said, why not? And I said, and he goes, any particular design? I says, this is all about you. Let the creative juices flow. And he did not disappoint in the least. So let's dive right into this and take a look at what we got. First, I want to show you is this piece here, the grasshopper. Beautiful. Now, Yaakov has added a trailer to the rear treble, and all the ugly bugs have it. It's part of a skirt, and it just adds a little something extra. Now, as you all know out there, the ugly bug is a top water bait. You get this thing moving across the top of the water, treat it like a popper, and you can see that front end on it, and just get it moving and popping, and that static retrieve, which I like using. You hit it and pop it and just let it glide a little bit, and and just get it working, and it gets the bass really excited. But check out the paint job on this. It's just beautifully done. And of course the ugly bugs are in resin, and they got those great big eyes on it, and it looks pretty tasty to me. I'm really excited about this one. And then here we have Yaakov's take on the ugly bug, and this is the bluegill pattern. Beautifully done, and I think it's going to add something new and different out there on top of the water for people to use this bait and hook up. It's just like, look at this. Look at this. It's just lovely. Well done. Thank you, Yaakov. I'm so stoked about all this. All right, now let's go to the shad. And of course, it's got the trailer, and it's got the fringe on the side, splays out, because it's kind of mimicking some type of bug up on top of the water. And we all know that bass are carnivorous feeders. Look at this thing. Now, I'm not sure if the color shift comes through on this, but when I'm seeing it up close and I'm looking at it, maybe you can see it too. That green actually turns to purple, and it fades in and out. It's just a gorgeous piece of work that Yaakov has done for us, and I'm just so pleased to be bringing what he's done up to all of you out there. Now, bear with me. That's 3. We've got 9 more to go, and every single one is different. And one of the things that Yaakov did while he was doing this, he went through on some of these, and it looks like he used a Dremel tool or something, and did a little extra carving on it, on these ugly bugs, on some of them. Gave it a little more definition here or there, took pieces off, but it's all just wonderfully done. And the creativity on his part, it just blows me away, and I'm just excited to bring this to you. Matter of fact, I'm excited to be back and bringing this video to you. Batteries are recharged and ready to go. This one here is the Ghost Crayfish, And it's got a lot of purple in it and blue. Looking at the camera, the blue is coming through a lot stronger than the purple. But let me tell you, this, I think, is going to really work. It could also double as a blue dragonfly type of pattern, but this is just gorgeous. Look at that trailer on there. Yeah. Here we have another ugly bug, and it's the Hellgrammite. And I think it's just solely based on the color. Now, here's some of the sculpting I was talking about. Now, if you look at the difference on the back of this one and the back of this one, you can see that he's gone through and dremeled some pieces out. This one, the coloration, the coloration on this one, excuse me, even though it's in the Hellgrammite color, when I first saw this, I took a look at it and I immediately went to South Park and I said, oh my God, it's Mr. Hanky. But it's going to work. And if you look at this, the dremeling that he did on this, you can see that it's got a nose, you know, like a little horn sticking out there. So a bug with an attitude. And all of our painters did one version or another of the murder, death, kill hornet. And Yaakov just calls this the murder hornet. And look at this. Angry yellow eyes. And this has also got kind of a pink highlight and tone into it, mixed with copper and some darker brown, maybe light shades of purple in it. I'm sure the camera is not picking it all up, but it is just gorgeous. And the color shift and fade on this is a thing to behold. And I imagine the bass in the water are going to be able to pick that up. It's almost kind of like mother of pearl translucence. You know how it when you turn it, you get that color shift in there. Just, it's beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. All right, and here we go. And Yaakov actually has done some dremeling on this one. And this is a multicolored dragonfly. We have them out here in the Northwest, and I'm sure they're pretty prevalent all across the United States. You know, the red, the blue dragonfly out there. If you hang out around your local ponds, I'm sure you've seen them during the summertime doing their busy work as dragonflies do. But I think this is going to really attract some attention, especially with the red on it. And that red trailer on there is just going to work wonders in the water. All right, so, and here is his take on the minnow. It looks to be kind of a brown-black and then a tan bottom. This thing is going to silhouette nicely on top of the water. And it's going to give it that illusion that this is a dying bait fish on top of the water. Nothing better than having something on top that they can see down from the bottom and they think it's in distress. They're going to come up and hit this. No doubt about it. This one, I think, is just absolutely beautiful. The color shift and fade on it is really, really good. And Yaakov calls this the blueback herring. Of course, we got that kind of turquoise aqua blue up on top, the kind of faded yellow to white down on the bottom. It's just absolutely gorgeous. And the clear coating that has gone into this is just really, really good. I'm really excited about this. This is going to create some definite interest out in the water. And again, you can see where he has gone through with a Dremel and defined the shape on these, on many of them, different from what the way they came in. And the reason he was able to do that is that every single one of these is made out of resin. Bo Merckle of Samsung's Lures is the one who has designed the Ugly Bug and poured all these and shipped them out. And Yaakov, you know, looked at it and like, you know, if I pull out the Dremel tool and do a little something extra to it, it's going to just make it that much more interesting, and I believe he was right. All right. Let's see. We've done the baby bass, done the dragonfly, minnow. All right, the bumblebee. Now this is a green bumblebee. Now, if I remember right, when I was stationed down in Texas, I think I remember seeing a green-colored type bumblebee down in Texas. We don't have those out here in the Northwest, but I don't think the coloration is really going to matter all that much to the bass. It's the patterning, the movement, and what it represents. And this thing splayed out on top of the water is going to get hit. I guarantee it. Now, I wish I could go out and fish all of these right now. But it is like 32 degrees outside where I'm sitting, and it is cold. All right. Let's get down to this one. And here we go. And this one is the blue dragonfly. And again, the Dremel work on the side where he is open it up. Now, I'm not sure, as the water passes through by this body with it opened up this way, what that's going to do for the performance on it, but I'm betting, because it's going to cause it to rock and roll to the side just a little bit, kind of like either a pompadour or a jitterbug, but from the back, and it may end up forcing this front end down and get it to pop even harder. So I'm really curious about this one to see how it's going to work. And you know me, I'm a sucker to try anything out just to see what it's going to do. And that's what I've got for today, Northwest Bass Holes and Superbasshole Fishing Tournament family. What it boils down to is this. Yaakov sent me a large order, and there are so many baits between the worms and a new line of worms and baits that he has been doing, that there would be no way for me to actually do it all justice by just sitting down and bringing it all to you. So I'm going to break it up, and I will come back to you tomorrow with another video of the worms that he sent and some of the crankbaits and swim baits that he's been doing. And I hope you've enjoyed what you've seen. And just so that you know, I'm going to pick out 2 of these ugly bugs from Yaakov Lewi, and I'm going to put them up on Northwest Bass Holes Fishing for a giveaway, and we'll go from there. So look for the giveaway on Northwest Bass Holes Fishing, and until I come back to you again, you all have a great day. Be good to each other, and remember, take somebody fishing with you whenever you can. Share the experience, and it doesn't matter where you're at. Each and every one of us is northwest of somewhere. I'll talk to you later. Bye-bye for now.